So good morning. I'll just wait for a few people to join me. Give me a thumbs up when you're with me, brilliant. So if you've got your tennis ball or spiky ball again, if you can grab that. Hi Claire, hi Caroline, hi Marie. So I hope you can see me. You might not be able to see my feet. I'm just a bit worried. Let me just see if I can move it a bit better. I'll try and keep moving it, but if you can see my feet there. Can't see my head now, can you? Right, anyway, I'll move it down to the floor so you can see me when I'm on the mat. So just spiky ball or tennis ball, if you can roll your foot along. It's the best I can do in my recording here. I'm missing my feet, but never mind, you'll get the gist. I've got a good idea. Maybe I can do it lengthways. Oh no, you can't do that. No, that doesn't work. That's better, isn't it? Right, there we go. So switch feet if you can. It's a bit windy outside today, so I've had to find a quiet space in the house. It's a bit more realistic to what you have to do. So tennis ball or spiky ball, just rolling that foot, waking up the blood flow in the soles of your feet. Slightly bent on that balancing leg. Good, so quick switch on the other side. Hopefully you can see and hear me all okay. Morning Phil, morning Helen, thanks for joining. Just move that on as well. Okay, place that ball away to the side. So let's start with those feet together and then toes out, heels out. So nice soft knees, and just first of all, just feeling what your body's just feeling like. I actually want you to close your eyes and just take your weight forwards onto the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. Keep full contact with your toes, with your foot on the floor. We're not lifting. I just want you to feel what your body's feeling like as you're swaying forwards and backwards. Just a couple more, just taking your weight forwards onto your toes and then back onto your heels. Good, okay, open your eyes again and just do one forwards and one back. Good, and then just try and feel like you've got equal weight. You do a little rock side to side, so you've got equal weight through the front of your feet and the back of your feet, and you've got equal weight on your left and right foot. Sometimes we favour one leg more than the other, so just make sure we've got equal weight through the foot and equal through each side. Yep, so just have a look down. If you can lift your big toe and widen it from the other toe slightly, and then pop your hand on your bottom for me. And you can't tell me, but tell yourself, does that feel a relaxed bottom, or does it feel a little bit taut, a little bit of muscle use in there? Okay, now take a little bit of weight onto your little toes. So you've got some arch there. If you look down, you can see your big toes hopefully a bit straighter, and you've got some lift of your arches. And can you feel a little bit more activation in your glutes, in your bottom muscles? Hopefully you can. So you're going to keep that little bit of tightening on as your little bit of weight. So you can see when you've got the right arch position of your feet, you're activating your back of your body, which you should be doing when we're standing. We don't want to stand relaxed and not use those glutes. Yeah, they want to be working to support our back and hold us upright. So you can see a little bit of weight on the little toes. Keep the arches lifted. Feel that little bit of activation in the glutes. Brilliant. Okay, now we can start the warm up. So your feet are in a good position. Your knees are soft. Those glutes are slightly activated. And let's just check we're happy we're in that mid position. So if we just do a couple of pelvic tilts, tipping that pelvis forwards and backwards. That's it. And then if we can just try and rest in that mid position. So you've got that, still got that weight on your little toes a little bit. You feel the activation in your glutes, and then just feel that subtle tightening of those lower abdominals. Wake that up. So we're a bit of awareness here, aware of our bottom muscles, a little bit in our legs, and then connect those ribs down. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to breathe in and breathe out. Sorry if you can't see my whole arm. Try and position both screens a bit better. Sorry, so the other side, so bringing the arm up and just taking it down to the side on the out breath. So keep the feet connection, knees soft, those lower abdominals. And now when we're lifting the arm, you're tempted to lift those ribs. So just keeping it down. We're just thinking about our breath here. So we're breathing in, we're breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Both arms up, breathing in. Don't let those ribs flare. Breathing out. So we'll alternate the single arm. And then both arms. Okay, make it a little bit more complex. You're going to lift the opposite heel to arm. So pelvis stays still. And those ribs stay still. Opposite heel to arm. And then both up when you come up onto those tiptoes. Just down to the side. So opposite heel to arm. Good. Just one more each side. Thinking of you breathing. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Right, still in that neutral pelvis position. We're going to just do some double calf raises. Let's wake up all the muscles from the bottom up. So try and get the same speed up as down. Control the down as well. Still feeling those connections, those bottoms still working, still maintaining that arch, and keep feeling your bottoms, checking they are switching on. Waking up those calf muscles. Right, next few, we're just going to bring in those running arms. Good, starting to get a little bit of a calf burn. Okay, if you feel you can, stay with me. We're going to come up and we're going to do little bounces at the top. Feel those bottom muscles, feel those calves. Ow, 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 ow. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, give those legs a good shake. That's a good calf warm up, isn't it? Okay, foot series. So back to that nice foot position, arches of your feet connected in our middle. We'll come in, knees going over those second toes. Lovely. I probably could have been outside, but there were sudden gusts of wind that were blowing, and I didn't think you'd be able to hear me as well outside. Good. Feeling those calves, just slightly stretching them though as well there. Okay, let's hold this one here, ribs connected down. Let's add in that little mid-back turn there. So taking that arm back, On the out breath, in breath, coming back in. Shoulders staying down, breathing out. Knees, hips facing me. Okay, lengthen that calf now. Push down. Keep the ribs down. Push down. With the heel, opposite arm to heel. Well done. Breathing out. And as the arm goes up, push the heel down. One more each side. And a nice palms up to the ceiling, reaching up tall, and a nice big stretch out. Come into a roll down. Let's feel how our back's feeling as we breathe out. Nice floppy arms, straighten the backs of those legs, get a little stretch on those calves we've worked. And then soften our knees. So use your lower abdominals to bring your pelvis up first, and then each vertebra stacking up. Couple of shoulder rolls and a side bend. So still in our warm up. I think we could do with another roll down to stretch the backs of those legs again. So breathe out. Slightly soft knees, keep the arches of those feet. And then floppy arms, head. Take your weight forwards, try and straighten the backs of our legs. And we'll soften and roll up. Pelvis, each vertebra one by one. Lovely, and then one side bend each way. Well done. So just coming into a slightly wider into our squats now. So arms coming up. Again, just use weight on the outside of your feet just to switch on those bottom muscles a bit more on the way up. Five more. You go as low as you feel you can. Bottom back, knees still facing me. Well done. This next one we're going to hold and we're going to sit down. We're going to hold here for 10 and then we're going to come into the pulses as well. So we're going to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Right, take your hands behind, shoulder blades down, the backs of the arms now, neck long. So backs of hands up to the ceiling. Feel those lower shoulder blades working. That's it. Width across the front of your shoulders. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Follow down, stretching the backs of our legs. And soften as you roll up. Good. Wake up the legs a bit more. So backward lunge. Stepping back, straight down through that back knee. Good, halfway, and then we'll do our hold at the end. Still warming up these quads. Okay, let's go to this one with a hold here. So our arms are going to come up. Keep that back knee as low as you feel you can. Ribs down. We're going to reach up and we're going to pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Good, other side. Dropping down through that back knee, arms up, ribs down, pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Sorry to say, you got one more with the rotation in this time. So hands behind our head, elbows stay wide, ribs stay down, back knee stays down. We're going to do 3 rotations towards the front knee. Breathing out, breathing in. Keep that back knee low. Good, one more. Excellent. And the other side. So it's important to keep the knees still. We're not taking our legs in. So wider elbows, ribs down. Breathe out as we rotate. Well done. One last one. Good. Hopefully you feel a bit warmed up. Grab a drink if you've got one. And then we'll stretch our quads. So knees together, backward pelvic tilt. And then take that leg back. Feel very quiet recording inside because there's no birds, there's no mowers, there's no trees blowing. Not used to the quiet, but it's nice. I do miss the birds though. Okay, and the other side. Knees together, backward tilt. Soften that balancing leg and just take that leg back. Okay, do grab a drink if you'd like one. All right, now we're coming into just a bit of a wider squat here. So slightly wider stance. Again, just lift the arches of your feet, have a glance down. So knees are going to track out. So if you look down, you shouldn't actually be able to see your feet because your knees are in line over them. Yep, so we're going to drop lower. Hands are just staying in line with your knees. Good. Again, squeeze those glutes on the way up. So just coming down, just arms shoulder height. Coming up, keep that connection here as well. So open out those hips a little bit. And if you're not sure if you're keeping those arches of those feet, just keep glancing down, just check the knees over those second toes. Go as low as you feel you can. I can't actually go that low, but some people can go very low. So you go as wide as you feel your hips will allow you. We're doing quite a bit of hip mobilizing when we come onto the mats as well. Right, so on the next one, let's stay down. Keep the arch of the feet again, you'll feel your bottom muscles working. Right, ribs down. We're going to start with a little pulse. Shoulders down, neck long. So you feel straight here, just little pulses. You're sliding up and down a wall behind you. Let's count from 10 from here. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down if you can. You're going to lengthen up, breathing in, and a really big reach over as you breathe out. Okay, you're going to bring that arm forwards, reach forwards. Keep rooted through both feet. Now you're going to look up, so chest up to the ceiling. Use this hand as a lever. Open that shoulder, open that chest. Well done. And then one more back over and then just reach that whole side of your body. Pull yourself back in. Well done. Stay low. Reset yourself. Good. And then lengthen up the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. And then little rotation forward, so chest kind of pointing down to the floor. 10-second hold here. Keep those knees wide, well done. And then chest bone up to the ceiling. Good, back to the side. And then we'll take our weight over and we'll reach. And let's pull ourselves back. I'm feeling mean, so we're going to stay here. We're going to pulse again, ribs connected. Pulsing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your bottom muscles to bring you back up. Okay, right, a little bit of balance with the hip rotation. So a little bit of contact, mid-calf or all the way up. Pelvis still, upper body still, and then we'll breathe out as we rotate. So good balance challenge, and just feeling those outer bottom muscles. Should feel a bit easier because you haven't got the band, but you're going for a bit more range of movement, which is going to actually make you wobble a bit more. More challenging on the balance. Oh, we lost connection there for a minute. Good, should we try for 2 more? Hard on this balancing leg, isn't it? Keeping that pelvis still, using the abdominals here to keep that pelvis still as we rotate. Well done. Other side. Please do write any comments if you can't hear me, if you can't see me, anything. It's a new filming area here. It feels a bit weird. I'm not in the garden. Breathing out as we rotate. Nice balancing leg here. Good, one more. Excellent, give those legs a really nice shake out. Right, hopefully you can see my mat when we're going to be coming down onto the floor. I'll just change this one. Trying to get all these things in the right position. Okay, so if you could start rolling down, that would be great. Nice soft knees, breathing out. I'm going to do a few roll downs just before we come down onto the mat. So just feel here after all that leg work, how do the backs of those legs feel? Take your weight onto your toes, trying to straighten the backs of our legs. Just stay here. I'm just going to stay here for a few breaths. If it feels too much to hold, just alternate the bending alternate knees. But if you can, just try and hold that stretch. Just explore taking your hands forwards a little bit. Push those heels down, bottom up, head down. Good, soften our knees, roll yourself back up. So your lower abdominals bringing your pelvis up slowly, each vertebra one by one. Good, couple of shoulder rolls. And again, soften our knees, rolling down. We're going to do one more long hold at the bottom. So head tucked under, weight forwards. Probably not had long enough in the week to stretch the backs of our legs. So just check your toes are nice and wide. You've got some arches there of your feet. You're taking your weight forwards. Nice stretch for the backs of our legs. Head tucked right under. Hopefully that one feels a little bit easier than the first one. Soften your knees. Pelvis, each vertebra coming up. Right, we're ready now to come down into our plank position. So rolling down. So down onto our straight arms if we can. If not, come onto those forearms. Elbows soft, neck nice and long. Let's start with those side toe taps. We're going to go straight into foot lifts. Well done. You're going to walk yourself back into your downward dog. That's it. So bottom up, heels. If it's too much, the alternating heels. Yeah. Or hold the static one if you're ready for a static hold. Okay, let's bring ourselves back into that position. Last hold here. So elbows soft, this time on the diagonal. Feel those abdominals now, helping bring our leg up. Okay, now straight up. Last set, I promise. Straight up. If it's too much, go back into your little foot lifts or hold still. Stay with me. Two more. Well done. So on to our knees and then just sit back on those heels. Good, well done. So on to into our all fours position. Elbows soft for me here. Good, so from here, let's come into our opposite arm and leg. So feel you're lengthening through that leg and arm. You can balance a coffee in the small of your back. Okay, and this next one, let's try and hold here. And we're going to imagine you taking the hand and the foot up to the ceiling without hinging in your back. Just a little bottom squeeze, little shoulder squeeze. Yeah, that's all that's moving. No movement in your back. Your back will want to arch. Keep those ribs working, those lower abdominals. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Same on the other side. It's easy to hinge in your back, so just little pulses. Feel length in the leg, bottom squeezing, length in the arm, shoulder muscles working. Another 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Come straight into our leg pull. Elbows soft, toes tucked under, knees directly under hips. Little hover, get those lower abdominals working. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax down, couple of breaths. Oh, it's quite hot in here. I'm used to getting the fresh air outside. Okay, we're going to bring in the hip rotation here. So again, coming into that leg pull. And then up, rotating one hip and then the other. Breathing out as you rotate, spirit level across your back. Really good strong middle. Really good for our upper body strength, neck, abdominals, hips, everything working here. Good, one more each side. Well done. Just come into the cat stretch. We've got one more leg pull. Just stretching up. Let that back sink in. All right, ready for the last leg pull. Toes tucked under, coming up. So this time, we're going to tap one leg back and then the other leg back. If that's too much, you can always just keep the normal leg pull position. Elbows soft, neck long, good strong middle. Should we do one more each side? You still with me? Well done. And relax back onto those heels. Right, well done. So now you're going to come down onto the mat. Shoulder blades down, that backward pelvic tilt to bring us up into this half plank. I like coming up from here because it really gets those lower abdominals kicking in. Good, just really keep breathing. Keep breathing, feel the tension in those lower abdominals. Keep breathing, I'm aiming for a 30-second hold here. Keep breathing. Still with me? Good. And relax. Right, straight into the side if you can. So from here, that's it, that underside. We're going to just stretch that top leg up here. Right, shoulder blade down. Can we lift and lower that top leg? Seven, 3 more, 8, 9, and a 10. Well done. Right, take yourself over to the other side. Straight into that other half plank hold. So lifting up, feel the underside good, straighten that top leg, and lift and lower there. Shoulders down. Keep that underside up, it wants to dip, doesn't it? Good, one more. Well done, brilliant, relaxing down. Right, grab a drink before you come onto your backs. Make sure we're sticking to our plan. Can you all see me here okay? I might just move you forwards a bit. Screen. It's all a bit of trial and error in here. Okay, we're going to start with shoulder bridge on our back here. So if you can take any head cushion away you might have, and then get your feet started in the right position first. So remember, toes out, heels a little bit close to bottom. Keep the arches of your feet, and then you're going to really activate. Remember, we felt that when we were standing, really matters your foot position to how you're going to activate your glutes. And the main focus of the shoulder bridge is to strengthen our glutes. So we do need our feet in the right position. Yeah, so nice bit of arch, weight a little bit on the outside of our toes there. So we're going to slowly tip our pelvis back, each vertebra coming off, coming up into the bridge. So let's not go too high, just drop the ribs slightly, just squeeze your bottom up, knees lengthening away. We're going to really do a mobilizing one first. Let's lengthen, reach fingertips away, and then each vertebra coming down. Let's do another 2 of those. So really feeling each vertebra separating, feeling those glutes. You might be a bit more aware of your outer glutes now you've got your feet in a better position. Yeah, or you're more aware of your foot position. Hopefully you can feel those glutes a bit more. You lengthen the hip flexors at the front, lengthen your knees away. Each vertebra separating. One by one, good. Let's bring ourselves up one more time. So we're going to hold this one here. We just connect, drop the ribs, bottom up. Feel those outer bottom muscles a little bit, hopefully. So now what we're going to do is keep our pelvis still, and we'll do our alternate hip rotation. So knee going out one side and then the other. Keep this pelvis nice and level, working a little bit in the outer bottom muscles. It's more of a stabilizing one here with a little bit of glute strengthening. Let's feel that nice width across the front of our shoulders. Good, let's slowly bring that bridge down one by one. And come straight back up. So we'll level it for each individual ability here. So if you don't want to lift alternate feet up, you can just do the alternate heels. So you've still got some contact with the mat. Okay, if you're happy strength-wise to come up into our tabletop, let's keep this really level. Right, so think about what's going on in that stabilizing foot. Arch of your feet, a little bit of weight, use your bottom muscle. That might help you in that stability on that balancing side. So So really think correct foot position helps activate the chain up the muscles of the back there. Really important. Controlling up. Okay, let's make that one step harder for those of you who would like. So bring yourself back down, straight back up. So do the same level as you did the first time, or come harder with me. So we're going to straighten that leg. We're going to pointed toe up. We're going to heel lengthen away from you, just level with our knees. You see I'm level, I'm not dropping lower, level. Pointed toe up, down. We're doing 5. That's 2. 3, keep up. And what's going on with that balancing foot? I make it 1 more. Good, just bend that knee. Let's give everyone a rest in between. Let's roll back down. Okay, straight back up. So we're going to pointed toe up. We're going to heel down. Keep this leg lengthening from the hip socket. Strong in these bottom muscles. Is that 1 more? Good, excellent. And let's roll ourselves down. Right, so I'm going to let you just lengthen your body on the mat. So toes away from you. So heels away and arms. So really have a nice few relaxed deep breaths. Good, okay, so let's come into a good abdominal set now. So little head cushion under the base of your head, keep your neck free. Yeah, and again, we're going to start with those legs straight, seems as they're out here like this. So we're going to do 3 abdo preps, all in different levels, if you'd like. Okay, so hands behind our head. So we're in that neutral pelvis. You might want to just tip your pelvis back a little bit. As I say, when you're lying with your legs straight, your pelvis tends to tip forwards. Can you feel that? So just feel that pelvis tip back a little bit, but you've still got a little gap underneath. That brings that pelvic triangle level. Yeah. Okay, ribs down. They're going to ribs. The movement is started by the ribs. Ribs, pushing towards our pelvis. Glance, check that pelvis is level. Lovely. We're doing 10 of these. If you like, you can reach your hands down. If you want more neck support, just keep your hands interlinked behind your head. Just get that maximum abdominal tightening. It's a good one, this one, for those ones who overuse their hip flexors. Yeah, so it's nice to a good one. If you want to stay on this one for the abdo preps, feel free. Yeah, I just find it's harder once you get up into the tabletop. But this might be better for you. It might switch on the right muscles. As I say, everyone's different. So there's lots of varieties, which is the blessing of these sessions. All right, so we're going to interlink the abdo prep with the obliques. So now you're going to come up and reach one side, alternating sides. Ribs are starting the movement. This is starting the movement. Good, let's do 2 more. Well done. Right, keep your legs in that position if you liked it. If not, bring them up into a crook kind of position, so bent knees. Right, off we go again. Abdo prep to begin with. Hands behind our head or reach. You can reach down the mat here if you want. 10 this way. Really start the movement with those ribs. It makes a big difference. Ribs, 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 and then just hold. Breathing out when you come up. My abdominals are waking up. I hope yours are. 2 more. Okay, the oblique one this time, we're going to place our foot onto the opposite knee. We're going to open out our hip, keep that pelvis level. Okay, then this time we're coming over to that knee. Either rotate like that or rotate and reach to the top of that knee. Pelvis isn't moving. If your legs are straight, you just keep doing the obliques as we did before. Yeah, I'm just going to layer up, making it harder for those of you who want to. All right, let's switch sides. So just open out that hip to begin with. Good, and when we're ready, off we go the other way. Well done. Okay, can we manage one more set and then we'll do a couple of stretches. So we're going to come into tabletop, ribs down, one leg, second leg up. Well done. This time we're coming up for 1, 2, 3. Hold. Down for 1, 2, 3. Up for 1, 2, 3. Hold. Down for 1, 2, 3. Again, you can do this with your feet down. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Or you can do it with your legs straight again. Lots of different varieties. Obviously, this one is the hardest. 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep going like this. Keep going. That's hard, that hold one, isn't it, at the top? Well done. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Down. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Reach. Down. 1, 2, 3. Can we manage 2 more? 1, 2, 3. Really hold. Down. 1, 2, 3. Up again. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Down. 1, 2, 3. Onto our oblique. So drop a bent knee or drop a straighter leg. Okay. Your easier option is you bring the leg up to meet it. Yeah. Keep with me. We're going to have a knee roll stretch after this set. Come right up. Don't start to make it easy for yourself. Keep challenging those abdominals. Come right up. Even make it harder. Hold a bit at the top. Come on, 4 more. Last one. Well done, excellent. Right, let's just give yourself a full body stretch again. And then we'll do some knee rolls. Okay, good. So knees over to one side, looking the opposite way. And then knees the other way. That's it, get those ribs coming right over. Good. Stretching those obliques. Okay, we've got a few more abdominals to do here. So we're going to bring our legs into tabletop. One leg, second leg, arms coming up. We're going to do the opposite arm and leg. So drop a bent knee, make it easier. You don't have to take the arm all the way back. Obviously, the more abdominals are working harder, the furthest you take that arm and leg away. Strong middle, off we go. Nice and slow for the out breath. Then it's really hard, especially if you feel those abdominals you just worked. Nice and slow. Nothing is moving in this middle at all. Those abdominals are working really hard to keep your back dead still. No more air going underneath your back. Yes, you should be feeling those abdominals shaking. Come on, let's do 4 more. Big effort. Okay. Good, last one. Well done. Just give those knees a nice hug and a rock if you'd like. Haven't quite finished abdominals yet, nearly. Okay, the one that we really like, in inverted commas, is in our tabletop if we can. If we can't, keep your feet down. And what you're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing one leg up. So we're going to be straightening the leg. And then when it comes up, we're going to come across and meet it. So we slowly control on the way down. When we come up, we come on the oblique to meet it. So if we just move the right leg, off we go. So either in tabletop harder or left foot on the mat to make it. We can add in a crisscross if we want to work really hard here. To the right, so drop the right leg. And then we crisscross to the right. Yeah, we're doing any number between 5 and 10 that you can manage. Yeah, ribs really pushing down here. The hardest bit I find is the straightening the leg bit. Yes, because your ribs want to lift up to the ceiling, but you're pushing the abdominals to stop it. You're starting to tire, you can always drop a bent knee to make it a bit easier for you. Okay, I've lost count as usual. You keep counting. If you're having a rest, you can just do a few knee rolls before we switch sides. Should we make it one last one? Good, let's just join in with the knee rolls each way and then we will switch to the other side. We're doing all right for time, yeah. Okay, last abdominal one this way. Yeah, we can do it. Okay, off we go. Dropping the left leg and then we crisscross to the left. Good, that's halfway. Keep going. Last one. Just feel that abdominal burn. Good abdominal session today. One last one. Well done. Right, I'm going to give you one more shoulder bridge before we sit up, just to open the front of those hips again. So just tip that pelvis backwards, coming up into our shoulder bridge. Just really reach those fingertips away, reach your knees away, really push those hips up to the ceiling. This one, a bit higher bridge than normal. Just get that nice lengthening, opening the front of our hips, and then roll yourself back down. Good, come onto your side, come and sit yourselves up slowly, and then come onto your knees. We'll just stretch our abdominals out and those hip flexors again. So if we can bring one leg forwards, well done, backward tilt to that pelvis, and then just come forwards till we get a nice lengthening in the back of that leg. Now just to stretch the quads as well, we're going to come forwards a bit more, and then we're going to try and catch the back of that leg. Do you remember this for Annabelle in the class? It was like, yep, just, what did you say? Grab and reach, or reach and grab. So really come forwards, backward tilt. Feel you can bring your foot up towards you behind there. Feel the hip flex of the quads. That might be a bit hard for you, some of you with your knees. Right, keep on that backward tilt, reaching up, and a really big side bend over. Good, just expose your chest to the ceiling. Just get the stretch into those obliques you've worked. Oh, well done. Right, switch sides. So can we come into that backward tilt? Just get the hip flexor lengthening first. Okay, come forwards, try and get the back of that foot. Get a nice quad stretch, or maybe it doesn't feel nice, but it is beneficial for the hip flexor and the quads there. Good, easing off, and then we'll keep that hip flexor stretch as we really lengthen and reach into the side. And then expose your chest to the ceiling, get into those obliques. Well done, onto both knees here. Right, so what we're going to be doing here, bringing both arms up and then just split down and back to the front. Breathing in, twist, breathing out, breathing in, twist, breathing out. Good, keep going side to side. Lovely. One more this way. Good, and then just rolling, bit of front crawl. And the other way, backwards, back crawl. It's good to open those hips out in this position as well. Right, for those of you who can, both arms up, one forwards, one back. Well done, other way. Well done. Right, so from the side here, last, just lean back there, just feel those lengthening through the front of those hips. and come back again. Good, we can always take those arms back with us. 2 more of those. Good, 1 more. Brilliant, so bring yourselves up. Let's get back to those legs lengthening again. Soften our knees and roll ourselves up. Good, thank you very much. So we're going to leave it there for today. I will be here again next week, even though it is half term. So we're going to continue week on. We're not going anywhere, are we? So we'll continue. If you want to message me afterwards in this feed, any ideas of classes you've liked, whether it be with the beans, cans of beans, whether it be more of the TheraBand work, the band around the hips, any ideas, and then I can start adding those requests into the sessions. Okay, have a lovely bank holiday weekend. Thank you for all your hard work. Bye.